it is 9:41 p.m. on Friday the 22nd of January, and it's time for Today in My Boo Journal. How are you? I hope you're well. Now, I'm really sorry if, first and foremost, we are out of focus at all. Trying to get it just perfect. Seems to be about the best I can do. I've had to change my filming setup. Also, I'm sorry if you get that shaking. There's nothing I can do about it at the moment. Basically what happened was I used to have my mic is on one of those flexible arm things, and it was on the desk next to me, and it's ripped off the front of the desk because of the weight of it, and my camera is attached by a gooseneck to the same mic arm, so it got a bit too heavy, so I've now had to attach it to this table. Unfortunately, this table is very, very wobbly, so I'm going to try and we're going to see how it goes. You'll have to let me know, was there a shit ton of wobble or, you know, whatever. It's been a couple of days since I've done anything, and I'm really sorry about that, but you know, it's going to be a bit patchy for this next week because I've got something big going on that I can't really tell you anything about, so not very helpful, I know. Okay, interestingly, this day I'm doing Wednesday here. That was the 10th anniversary of the day I got my spinning wheel. Isn't that funny? Had my wheel for 10 years. It's awesome. So we did that, Okay, so I'm really trying hard not to touch the table too much so that it doesn't wobble. I remember the first video I did, and I was merrily filming along, and my son came and stood behind me for a bit, and then he moved to where I could see me, and he was like, and I hadn't noticed how much it was wobbling because I hadn't been looking up, and of course whenever I did look up, I stopped moving on the table, and in the end I said to him, what? And he was like, your table is really wobbling, Mum. And I looked at the video back and I was like, oh my god. And I hate when videos either wobble excessively or when they've got their autofocus on. That's the other thing that really winds me up, because you're trying to watch it and the autofocus is going fucking nuts because they've got a completely white background or something, and it's flaring like that, and it makes my vertigo bonkers. So yeah, I was like, oh. So there will not be a spinning stream tomorrow night, I don't think. It's really dependent on a lot of factors. Also thinking of streaming more during the day, because I streamed on Thursday morning and thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was quite active, which was really, 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 really nice. Right, that's done, and that's done. Okay. Yeah, and it was really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm thinking that I might move to some daytime streams. I'm going to keep YouTube to videos about bullet journaling. Sorry, my nose is itching. And use Twitch for my fibre crafting videos, so knitting, spinning and all of that lot. I'll still import them over, but I probably won't do any more live streams about bullet journaling on Twitch because they're just not that popular. So right, yesterday I had AM teeth and day face cream. Took my antihistamines. I posted Instagram yesterday. Can't remember. Pretty sure I did. Yes, I did. Now I filmed because I did a live yesterday, so I uploaded it. I had caffeine. I didn't have booze. I had a pint of Coke because my son and I got Chinese for dinner. Had some chips. I crafted. I did my night teeth and my PM teeth and my night care routine. Darryl did his AM teeth and he made his bed. We did lessons yesterday. and he went and he had a full day. We did it all yesterday. Awesome for us. Yesterday, yeah, it was a pretty good day actually. The stream went really well. I really enjoyed it. We went out for a bit as well, I think. Yeah, we took the dog for a walk. That's right. Took the dog for a walk and down to my mum's, and she walked all the way there and all the way back, which was really, really good, without any limping whatsoever. So yeah, it was a good day. It's a good day. Really enjoyed it. Busy all day, so yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at my sleep and steps. So yesterday I slept from 12:30 until... No, I didn't. I slept later than that. That was today. Oh, apparently I didn't go to sleep till about 3:30. Oh, hang on. Yeah, what's that one? So 3:30 until 8. Yeah, that was a bad night. And another bad night last night. And steps were 12,280, so pretty much in the middle of there. Those of you who, you might be curious, I've spoken to my doctor, well, I've spoken to a doctor about the whole no periods thing that's going on. And, oh, that was in the video where I didn't have any sound. Yeah, basically, I haven't had a period yet this year. And I'm on day, is it 41, 42 now? I'm not pregnant, because I haven't been intimate since before Stuart died. And, yeah, other than sort of a little bit crampy in the belly, I've got no other symptoms except those migraines that I was having at the beginning of the year, which I'd put down to quitting caffeine, but they went on for a long time, So I did here in the UK. If you want to speak to your doctor, you have to go online and do what they call an e-consult. So I did that this morning. I was quite surprised actually because my doctor emailed me back pretty much almost immediately, or the doctor that called me back did. It wasn't my doctor, and he said that he's going to call me, but not for a month because it's only been I'm only 10 days late, and I've got no other symptoms. So he's going to call me in a month to see if anything's happening. We'll go from there. But I also checked back through my calendar because I sort of had something clicked in my head, and I'm due a smear in September as well, so I might ask if that can be brought forward to just check that everything is okay. Right, yesterday doing laundry happened. Bathroom, dishes and worktop happened. And did I sweep last? No, I swept today. Okay, there's nothing in there to tick. Okay, so that's Thursday done. So now let's get caught up with today. So yeah, if I don't do a spinning, well, even if I do, I'll try and do a Today in My Boo journal. I will try and make sure that even on the nights when I do a live, that I do still pop on and at least catch up. Otherwise, it's just I'm constantly playing catch up, aren't I? Because I stream so 3 times a week. So if you're one of the people that watch my lives, I know there's only a couple of people that don't tend to. Would a daytime stream be better for you? I realise that for the American contingent, it might not necessarily be so. But yeah, I just did so much better doing a daytime stream. And if daytimes would be better, what days? Also, they would be mornings. So I'm thinking about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little bit earlier. Right, so today I did my AM teeth and my day face cream. I took my antihistamines. haven't posted to Instagram. I am filming. I'm trying to get some extensions for my hair, you guys. And I've had about 100 mils of Coke, but that means I've had caffeine, so I can't kick that off. I've not had booze. I've not had chips. I haven't yet done any crafting. Yeah, I'm trying to get some extensions for my dreads. I've got my old extensions, but they're like a brown colour, so they don't go. And I've contacted several locticians, that's what you call somebody who works with dreads, and it seems that nobody can get the colour to match. I don't want the same colour I had before because that's too light. It's too light, it doesn't match, especially the hair at the back, which is really dark. So I'm kind of like, ugh. And a few people have said, you know, why don't you go for like an ombre type effect? And I'm like, well, I could, but see, really what I'd like to do is dye my old extensions that I've got. I'm talking about my old brown ones, not the ones that were put in a year ago, because they're just too tight. But yeah, my old brown ones. Now somebody said, yeah, ombre them to black, and I'm like, but that only really looks okay the other way around. I always think, you know, with dark roots and down through to white tips. I think it would look odd the other way around. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to dye my hair brown and put the extensions back in and then grow it out again. And Callie's like, but you really hated it when you did that last time. And I was like, yeah, I know, but at least it will look natural. It'll look like I'm growing it out. So then the only other thing we've come up with is to put my brown extensions in and then sort of paint my dreads a little bit to make it an ombre effect for my, so that there's no harsh line, which there wouldn't be anyway because my dreads are all different lengths, but I get where she's coming from, you know, so paint them through so that they would be all different lengths and do it that way to make it look like I'm growing it out. But I'm probably going to fucking hate it. I just wish I could get hold of some grey dreads. It would make life a lot easier. So yeah, even though I'm not having a period, I'm quite crampy and uncomfortable at the moment. So what I'm gonna put my paint at there. So there you go. Yeah, I just wish I could match it, you know. I am loving the messiness though. The curls and these ones stick out and look like crab legs. I always think that. I think it's because I sleep with the hair swapped backwards, which I always used to do when it was long. But it hasn't done it this side. This side is all, you know, but this side is all the same length. I've got very little in the way of short stubbies on this side. But this side, a lot of it, these are the same length. But then the ones at the top are shorter and stubbier, you know, especially that one. So yeah, I'm a bit sort of like, oh, because I don't know what to do. Somebody tell me what to do. Right, now, apparently I fell asleep about 12:30. I don't believe that for a moment. Last night, so let's go 12:30 there. And then I woke up at 3. I didn't sleep very well at all. And then I was awake until 4:15 with Daryl because he and I both had leg pains last night. How fab was that? And I still managed to get up at 8 o'clock, so I was quite proud of myself for that. I'm not a morning person, you guys. Those of you that know me know I am not. I hate mornings with a passion. Can't stand them. But I'm making a concerted effort to get up at like 8 a.m. every day. And one morning was here, so 2 days ago, where I actually turned my alarm off and I dozed back off to sleep. But I woke with a jolt sort of half hour later, so I must get up because it's 8:30. So I'm really proud of myself for doing this so far. And it is a big thing for me because I am, it's not that I'm not a morning person, but I'm, you know, for somebody who's suffered insomnia for most of their lives and just delayed sleep insomnia, when you want it, when you can sleep, when your body does decide to let go and let you sleep, you kind of want to like revel in it, you know. And then when I have nights like I've had for the past couple of, you know, where I'm not sleeping very well and it's all crap, I kind of don't want to get up in the morning, but I'm trying to be a better mum. So, you know. Right, today we did the loo and the laundry. I haven't done my office or the microwave. Haven't done the dishes yet. I did sweep earlier though. No, I did some dishes earlier, so I can mark that off. I just haven't done the dinner dishes yet. I did the lunch dishes earlier. I bought ham, so we had ham for. Yeah, so there's so many things I want to do because I want to extend my hair and I want to. The iTunes has already come out. I'm pretty sure SSE has as well. I haven't set up next week yet, you guys. I'll get around to it at some point, probably tomorrow. I realise I'm running out of time, but it's not really a lot I can do about it just now. So yeah, there's all these things that I want to do, and I don't know. Oh, forgive the mic setup at the top of my screen. I didn't realise it was going to show on the full camera. Oh well, bollocks. Yeah, I want to extend my hair. While it's great like this, and I don't mind the messiness. Look at it, look. My little crab leg sticks right out. Well, I don't mind the messiness because, you know, they're dreads. I miss the long. I miss having them long. I can't do anything with this. I can't put it up. I can't do fuck all with it. I can't even tuck it behind my ears or anything because it's too short. You know? And I've got all these beads that I bought. I've got a whole pot of beads and I can't use them because I don't have enough hair. They're all like this. So I'm a bit... I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to go back to dyeing my hair for a bit. But if I do it, I've then got to dye my hair like once a month. And that's a huge undertaking, isn't it? But it would only be my roots I would be dyeing. The trouble is, it's not even something that anybody else can answer for me. It's, I could dye it, but could I be asked to keep dyeing it? You know? That's what the issue is. I do miss having the dark hair. But I would miss this white, I think. But then would I? It looks thicker as well when it's dark. You know? And then I could create some woolies to go back in it and build it back out with some colour. If I dyed it, like I'm thinking like a sort of chocolate brown. That would look really nice, I think. I'd look younger. I'm a bit fed up with being considered old. Just because I'm grey. You know? I don't know. There's so many things I want to do. It's like I want long hair again. I want to play with makeup. That's the other thing. I've been watching this video. It's Pampered Wolf she is, and she's English, which is awesome because she tends to use more English products or stuff that we can buy here in England. You know, not stuff that I've never fucking heard of in America. And there's a lot about makeup I don't know because I'm not a makeup type person. But lately I've enjoyed wearing it. But I took a photo the other day and Callie said, you look a bit orange in that. So I did a bit of research, and this woman addresses all the things that I want to know. Now I know that to eliminate all this red, where I've got psoriasis or just red because I'm getting older, I need to get a green based colour corrector. I also know that I'm wearing the wrong colour foundation. But the foundation I'm using is actually a tinted moisturiser recipe that I made up years ago. And it did use foundation as a base, but I can't remember what colour it is. So I'm sort of like, I need to get new foundation. I would love to get Bare Minerals because I've used them before. But there isn't a Bare Minerals counter here. It's when I lived in Romsey that I last used them. There isn't a Bare Minerals counter here. And I would like to try their pressed foundation, but it's 23 quid. And that's a lot of money to spend if it's the wrong shade. Well, it is for me, you know? So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. I think I might just have to stick to cheap drugstore makeup until lockdown's lifted. And then maybe I can get over to Southampton and hit one of the counters that's got a Bare Minerals rep. Because I don't even think the makeup girls are working in the drugstores at the moment. I don't know. Are the makeup girls working in Boots? Does anybody in England know? But if not, I might. Because the best place for makeup here, I found, is like Superdrug. Not Boots, but Superdrug. They've got a whole aisle fucking dedicated to it. Well, the one in Ryde is, but then again, Newport Boots is quite good as well. You know? I don't know. It's all these things. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. I feel a bit rambly. I should have done a live so that I could have had a chat. I don't know. I might do a spinning stream tomorrow. I'm humming and hawing about it. I really am. Should I get up in the morning and do one? See, I'm loving the sectioning of this. But I am missing brown hair. I don't know. What do you think? I'm going because I'm rambling. Let me know down below. What do you think? Do you think I should go back to having brown hair? I don't even know if I've got a photo on here. Oh, itchy ear. Okay, I'll tell you what I do. Hang on, where's my... See if I can find a photo of me with brown hair, right? And I want you guys to let me know. Go back a couple of years. Do you want to see a photo of me when I was young? Oh, I don't know if I can. I haven't set it up on here, have I? Oh, poo. I'm sure let me do it. Okay, I've got it working. Look, that's me. That's me. Look at the cheesy little grin. Look, that's me. That is. Can you see? Anyway, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for an adult photo of me. These are from like ages ago when I had dark hair. There you go. That's me with Daryl. That was where, as I was starting to grow it out. And this is what I would be adding back in, these extensions here. Yeah, so you can see, look. That was all my own hair, actually, that one. Oh, that was when Daryl was a baby, look. If you want to have a nose, these are all on my my Facebook profile. That was before I cut them. So, you know, they were still brown. This is so not in order. This is unbelievable. That was with the extensions in that I had in February. And you can see the colour drying out, and that annoyed me. I mean, the grey long looks cool, you know. The only two that would be a different colour would be these two, and that's because those are made from Daryl's hair. There you go. That's you know what I looked like before, and I miss them being this colour, you guys. I think I look younger there. I mean, are they still the same glasses? Yeah. This was, when was this? This was 2 months after I got my glasses. So, you know, it's quite a difference. I miss my hair being that colour. I really do. I mean, yes, I'm made up and everything there, which I'm obviously not at the moment, but I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm probably going to really heavily edit this now and cut out an awful lot of stuff. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, answer some of the questions that I threw at you. Please do. Down below. Any comments, questions, suggestions or feedback, leave it all down below. Every single one gets a like, a love or a written response. A thumbs up would also be appreciated, or, you know, you can thumbs down this. I really, really don't mind. What do you think? Help me. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you next time.